Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are in the Eternal Laboratory today, located at the top right corner of Act 3. We're on Merciless difficulty. I've almost beaten the entire game, but the last boss, oh, he hits hard. He hits hard, team. Actually, I'll show you a clip of what that looks like real quick every time I try to go up against him.
I have nothing more to give.
It's not a pretty sight, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. We are here to talk about the map system. Now, we do have some new PoE viewers coming in because apparently my last video was posted on the Path of Exile subreddit. Apparently, I brought up a topic that is kind of sore in the community, which is like, never mind, we won't bring that back up, but hello, welcome. Keep in mind that I'm a new player and I'm making content for other new players, but as a veteran viewer, please feel free to correct me or give me any more insights in the comments down below. I am happy to read them and happy to learn more about this game that I am enjoying quite a bit. Now, I played Diablo 3 for years and years and years, and in Diablo 3 we have rifts. Rifts are procedurally generated, I guess you could call them dungeons, that you open a portal into, you kill a bunch of stuff, and at the end you summon in a boss and you kill that, and you get a lot of loot. The Path of Exile system operates a little differently. The Path of Exile system operates on maps, and I have a few of these maps in my inventory here today, and I'm going to try to shed some light on some of these systems. Now, keep in mind that I'm very new to this, and I don't know much about it, but I can explain what I know so far, and then we can build on this at a later date. So what are maps? Well, maps are essentially portals into a location. If we talk to this master cartographer here, we could take a look at the atlas, and there are these little nodes on the corners of the screen, and these are tier 1 map locations. We're mostly going to be focusing on the top right corner here, starting with the desert map and then leading into this. Now, I'm assuming these maps go to the middle, and then these are going to be 4 bosses. That's just what I'm assuming. I don't actually know if that's accurate, but I really like the progression of this system where you start out on something weak and you get a visible map of where you have to go. This is, of course, an atlas after all. So these maps are these cylindrical things in my inventory here. I guess I lied and we're not going to be focusing on the top right, but you know, you'll get what I'm saying shortly, don't worry. And if we walk over to this map device, this will open up and then we could drop this thing in here, activate it, and 6 portals would open up. Now, we could do that with this plain map, and there's really nothing wrong with that. We would gain access to this, and we could go in and we can kill some stuff, we can get XP, and we have the potential of getting loot, although it may be a small potential to get something that's actually meaningful. We can improve our chances by augmenting these cylindrical map tiles. So you'll notice that there is a quality association here. So this one at the bottom is a rare map. Or, yeah, that's rare, right? Isn't magic the middle one? Yes. So we can upgrade this just plain Jane map here, this Oasis map. We can upgrade this with an Orb of Transmutation, which is just a normal crafting item that you guys may have been finding throughout the game so far. Which would upgrade a normal item to a magic item. So that works on maps as well. But first, we can use these cartographer chisels to upgrade the quality. Now, why would you want to upgrade the quality? Well, if you upgrade the quality enough, you get a chance of having more drops when you actually upgrade the item to different rarities. So we can use the Orb of Transmutation, which is going to upgrade the normal item to a magic item. We've done that. Now we have a burning oasis map of insulation. There is prefix and suffixes associated with the title of the map now, and I'll put a link in the video description explaining all of these prefixes and suffixes. Basically, these are modifiers that change how this particular Oasis map is going to be played out. The ones we have right here are monsters have a 50% chance to avoid elemental status ailments, and monsters deal 54% extra damage as fire. Dyslexia, it's a hell of a drug, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we liked this and we wanted to further increase the item quantity and perhaps the item rarity, we could then use a regal orb to upgrade this to a rare map instead. Or if we don't like these properties, we can use an orb of alteration, which is going to re-roll our magic item with different prefixes and suffixes. Now we have an armored oasis map of smothering. And players have 20% less recovery of life, mana, and energy shield, and 20% monster physical damage reduction. So essentially, you can cultivate these maps based on what the strengths or weaknesses of your build may be. It's a system that allows you to invest more currency, have a chance of getting more currency, but also allow you to kind of hand make the experience a bit more than what the Diablo experience maybe had to offer, which I think is pretty cool. I will go ahead and upgrade this to a rare. Alternatively, we could use our chisels on this tier 3 map that we have here, and I'll explain the tiers in just a moment. Now, this is a full quality map that we have here. It's the superior arid lake map. We could then use an Orb of Alchemy if we wanted to, which is going to upgrade this normal item straight to a rare item. And we have area contains many totems. Area is inhibited by 2 additional rogue exiles. Players have 20% less life, mana, and energy shield recovery. Monsters have 20% increased area of effect in monsters. Skill chains 2 additional times. If we don't like these effects, we could then use a Chaos Orb to re-roll those. And, ooh, that got scary. That's a lot of damage that they could deal, but hopefully they'll never hit me anyway. And essentially, we have 3 different tiers of maps, and that correlates to level difficulty. So I'm just throwing numbers out of a hat here. I don't know if they're actually right. Let's say a tier 1 map will be level 66. A tier 2 could be level 68, and a tier 3 could be 70. And this is your way of kind of scaling into higher level difficulty that you can't find in the game normally. The tier 1 map we have here is actually one I found on the ground inside of another map. And we have to use a Scroll of Wisdom to identify it in order to see what it offers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump into, you know what, let's go with the hardest one, because why not? We'll do the Arid Lake map and see if we can have some fun with that, with my little Spark build. Now, there are 6 portals that open up. These are your 6 chances to complete the map before it's gone forever. If you die 6 times, you cannot get back in. If you leave to do some inventory management because you got some really good stuff, you can only do that 6 times. So keep that in mind. This is a tier 3 on the Arid Lake. Oh my goodness, they hit. Okay. Yeah, let's try again, team. I think I can do better. Put me back in, coach. Oh, they keep freezing me. It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay. Okay, it's starting to look like I don't have the defenses to do this, team, but we'll go ahead and finish off this particular map. I'll go as far as I can in this. It's not going to be very much further, though, unfortunately. If we take a look at my defenses, you can see that they're not quite where they should be. As you continue to increase in difficulty, so going from normal to cruel and then to merciless, your base resistances are going to continue to be lowered and lowered. And the idea is, in order to do harder content, you need to get your fire, cold, lightning, and I believe chaos as well. You need to get all these resistances up to at least 75% when you're on merciless, and this will vastly improve your ability to progress content. I'm not quite there yet, as you could see. I've only had this character, 3 days now, 2.5 days now. So it's a work in progress for sure. But it's a pretty hard work in progress. You know what I'm saying? I've started to look into some of the trading between players and things, so I understand the system a little bit more. It's just finding the gear that I actually need. And considering this league is going to be over today at some time, actually, I'm not too worried about progressing very much further on this character. This was a great character to experience the game with. This was a great character to actually get to Merciless on the first time with, which I had never done before. But yeah, I don't need to take this all the way to endgame. It was a good experiment, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got an Oasis map on the ground. Good. Our investment's paying off a little bit. As long as I stay an entire screen away from anything that may potentially kill me, I think I have a chance of doing this, team. I just can't let them see me. And then we'll be fine. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've killed everything in this first area. There is another door down at the bottom left that I can make my way into. Usually these are where, from what I've seen so far, keep in mind, this is only like my 5th map ever. But I think from what I've seen so far, this is normally where the unique enemy will be located, kind of like the boss of the map. Now, I was a little confused when I first started doing these because everyone always told me how similar these are to Rifts and Diablo. And in Rifts, you know, when you get to the boss, it's this big, extravagant event. The screen changes color, there's a bunch of noise, he spawns from the abyss and then tries to come and attack you. Whereas with this, the dude's just hanging out. He's just doing things. And then you walk up and you're like, hey, I'm here too. You want to fight? It's a little anticlimactic, you know, a little bit. But, you know, we still get loot out of it, which is kind of cool. This looks to be a pretty big area, though. I don't know if this... Oh, no, there he is. There's one, at least. Let's stay pretty far away from him, shall we? If we can. I have him jumping around between my blink arrow decoys right now. I'm sure he'll notice it's not me eventually. There we go. I'm just going to keep swapping sides with him as long as I can. Oh, God, he hits hard. Rock Buddy's out, though. Oh, no. He's only at half health. And I'm running out of mana potions pretty quick. Uh-oh, Teef. And I don't have anything else to kill! There's only 4 monsters left in this whole map! Alright. We're just gonna kite him. Alright, this is the last attempt, team. Uh-oh. I'm using the DirectX 11 beta client for PoE, and it seems like it does these little hiccups a lot. The normal client from Steam seems a lot more stable. I'm gonna go back to that.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Okay, so unfortunately we didn't get a single legendary item, we didn't get any unique items. But we finished it. I showed you what maps were. Apparently there's 3 more enemies. Is there an incentive to finish off every single enemy in here? Because like, I'm gonna go have to hunt them down. They're probably those weird water things that come out of the ground. So it's likely I won't even see them coming. I don't know if there's an incentive to actually killing anything, though, other than the fact that it has a higher chance to drop loot. There. Called that one. So we're finished. We can just walk outside. And then if we wanted to start another map, that's pretty easy to do. All we do is interact with the map device once again, and then we're going to be good to go. That was my first time ever attempting a tier 3. It went okay. I wouldn't say I was particularly good at it. This is our tier 2. We have an item quantity of 57% and item rarity of 29%. I hope we get something good out of this one.
Talamoana, warrior.
Talamoana,
It's time.
Hello. There's one. Right in there, we got a quartz flask. 10% to dodge attacks, 10% to dodge spell damage. It's kind of cool. I don't think I'll use it, but it's kind of cool. Hello. Another one. A Void Scepter. 40% increased elemental damage. Oh. Oh. I'm going to save that, team. I'm going to save that for a rainy day. Not bad at all. Yeah, this one's nice and chill. Everyone just kind of clumps up and they let me kill him. I like this one a lot more. Oh, is that the boss? Okay. We just got hit by his charge. Let's not get hit by that again. Pop all my cooldowns. I think there's 2 bosses in there. No, it's just 1. We got our 3rd legendary of the run! Imperial Claw. We got an arid lake map as well, which is the tier 3 we just failed miserably on, I'm pretty sure. So we get another attempt. I guess we didn't fail. We cleared it, right? I should be proud of that. But we have another chance of making an even better one. Now, again, this is one of the ones that's pre-rolled, so we can just discover it. And then if we don't like these effects, we can swap them out. Although that doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. What was the... Here we go, the Imperial Claw. 25 life gained for each enemy hit by attacks. I don't know enough about melee weapons to know if this one's any good. I don't think I've ever seen someone using claws. One of the things I really, really like about this system, though, is the fact that if you find a map that your build performs particularly well on, you can specifically target that map, like the map type. So, for instance, my spark build doesn't necessarily do very well in open spaces because the idea is I want my sparks to ricochet off of walls and then bounce back into the enemies that I'm fighting, right? So maybe I would want one that's set on the docks tile set or something. If I could find a map that is set to the docks, I could just buy that particular map tile from other players and then use that map tile and augment it in any way that I deemed necessary, and then specifically like target that for my build. Like that's an option that I can do, and I really, really like that. Whereas in Diablo, it's a random rift every time you walk in. You never know what you're walking into. Sometimes the mob density is awful, sometimes it's really good. You never really know until you get in. So that part of control is really, really cool. And I like the fact that if I don't like a particular set of prefixes or suffixes that a map may have, I can change those. Although it does come at a currency cost. But the idea is if you make the perfect map with enough quality, enough item rarity and item quantity, then the idea is that that map is going to pay for itself if you sell these legendary items that you find on the ground, if you sell them to other players. And that concept is just really, really, really cool. And I like it a lot. You guys are absolutely right. Not to mention the progression system associated with the tiers increasing in difficulty and that big boss or whatever it may be waiting for me at the end. I really do enjoy the system a lot, and I hope I made that very clear in today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you learned something. I know a lot of you are just now jumping into PoE for the first time because I'm making some new content for it, and I hope you're enjoying the game too. There's a new league starting in about 4 days as of the time of this recording, and I'm definitely going to be jumping in with a new character and trying that out. But in the meantime, I'm going to stick with my Spark character and keep having fun. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button and hey, subscribe if you're new to the channel, because why not? I'll be back with more PoE very soon, and I'll see you guys next time.